Savage Recovery back for another video, guys. How are you guys doing today? It has been a long day for me, a super long day. Want to give a shout out to all the subs. Thank you for the new subs that just joined over the course of this holiday weekend. So, for those that don't know, I'm a bit of a troll, and I think that some of the stuff goes to show that what what us men are dealing with when it comes to these ladies. And obviously, in the manosphere or in the red pill community, there is a lot of female hate and female ire that happens. But I think that the comments and the videos I'm going to show you is going to show you where these women are at and like what they're portraying online or what they're saying in these comments and how these women actually really live. So what's up, guys? How you guys doing? So last weekend, like I think it was Saturday. Saturday, I dropped some videos. If you guys haven't seen them, go check them out. And there was I get angry comments from simps and from women all the time. And yes, so everyone knows, I read every comment. Sometimes YouTube does this thing where I don't get to see the comment because it won't show it, and I have to go into the actual video to find it. So sometimes I don't see your guys' comments for like a week or two later. But yes, I read all the comments. I try to respond to all of you guys. Thank you for the support. But we're about to get into this. We're about to get into some of these crazy broads. Now, like Kevin Samuels and all these other content creators, I'm sure they also get crazy people in their comment sections, but they're much bigger than I am, so I assume that they obviously can't read every comment and they can't, respond to all the comments. But I do get to see all these angry people in my comment sections, and it makes me laugh. It really makes me laugh. Whenever I'm down, I go to my comment section and I read like just the craziness that people say. What's up, Golden Artist? How you doing? So I'm going to share this screen, and we're about to get into some fun stuff. We're about to see where these broads be and what they be saying. All right, so let's scroll down here. Do. Okay, so this woman here, Sarah the narcissist. This was off my pink pill review. All right. I don't know if you guys can see the screen, but I'm gonna read the screen out. So you have a face tattoo. A face tattoo. Now, okay, let me read that right. You have a face tattoo. You have a face tattoo. All right. That means that you are not smart enough to know that will hurt you in employment. Jesus. These are the white women who have black male friends shaking my head. All right. So, I'm a low level white man, as you can tell. So that's when I made there was another broad that was in the comment section, and I went in on her and I trolled so hard she deleted her comment. So I can't read it no more. But this is what sparked the I have a confession to make video. These were the magical, mystical women that are so intelligent that they'll cure cancer by being in my comment section. So, here's a little bit more. I have always said this: a white man who has a lot of black male friends can never be trusted, for he sees himself as low class and befriends men who he thinks are as low as him. You chose the life you live. No one told you to scribble on your face and hang out in the hood. White people do have privilege. You choose to waste yours. See, when people are angry with me, it's usually about that I'm white and I have face tats or I'm bald. So the face tats, I know. I know. Me being bald, I know. And that I'm white, I know. So I don't know why this becomes like a staple of these people. Oh, and before that you say white privilege is a myth, always remember this. When white people fall in life, they know that they can always get with black people, and a black person will accept them purely on the basis of their white skin and the potential of having mixed children. That's why you see a fat white woman or a scribble-faced white man like you hanging around black people. If I fail in life, I just fail. Okay. All right. So, do you guys want me to okay, guys. So, do you guys want me to read my comments, or do you guys just want me to get to the meat and potatoes of this? Let me get my dogs. Tell me if you want me to read my comments for the trolling. Okay, read the comments. So I'll read my troll comments here. All right. You are lost. Sorry, dear. You have to get some help. You don't even know my life, and you don't even know white people, but you have taken in a lot of bullshit. Stop taking the victim Kool-Aid, because it's not going to get you anywhere. Your mindset is the thing that is going to stop you in life, not white people. Also, white privilege doesn't exist. You're black and a woman. You get more benefit than white men and black men. So she says, your life is written on your face. I do know you. You are trying to say that I don't know a low, vile white man when I see one. Telling the truth is not being a victim again. If I fail in life, I just fail. There are no second chances when you are black. If I had become fat, scribbled on my face like you, well, to be honest, I'm not fat. I'm actually quite thin. I keep a very nice girlish figure. But if I had become fat and scribbled on my face like you, I have illegitimate children and so forth, I will just fail. You, on the other hand, could just hang around black people because you know that you bring white skin to the table. I have to overcompensate for being born black. She says, do you understand how dramatic dynamics are? Do you understand how dynamics are different? A white woman can be fat and old and still get with a black guy. You can scribble on your face, be broke, and still get with a black chick. Let's be honest. I can be broke and scribble on my face and still get white chicks. Like, I'm just saying, yeah. Obviously, you haven't watched my channel because, like, every 3 months, I'm talking about some poor relationship that I've had. So, like, clearly, I don't have a problem getting women. But, you know, as a black woman having to be young, childless, thin, and so forth to get a white man because the bar is higher. Being born black is nothing but a burden. That's why I advocate for not bringing black babies into this world. I'm glad you admitted to white privilege existing. Now you could take down the video saying it doesn't. All right. So then this is the good there's a comment in here where she talks about how she could get me. Okay, here it is. Sweetheart, only low value men date women 10 years older than them. That itself tells me that you have what value you have. Yes, I did my research before I attacked you. I could easily have you. Maybe not now, but if I never said what I had said, your kind are easy to get. Black people in general dislike being black. And again, we are simply born this way. Born! The best that we can do is make sure our offspring benefit from being mixed. As you know, mixed people are treated better. You will not win against me. I know what direction you are going. I never claim to have value. I only tell you the truth. Okay, guys. So, come on, Ash, move. So, guys, this is where it's going to get good. Okay. So, as you guys can see, I'm clearly a low value white man. All right. And she could get me easily. Remember that. She could get me easily if she had not said no fuck shit to me. So, this woman, Sarah the Narcissist, happens to have a very beloved YouTube channel. Okay. If you guys would like, I'm going to shout her out. You can go subscribe to her, leave her some comments, show her support, because I understand what it's like to be an up and coming YouTuber. I still am. And sometimes you got to take shots at YouTubers that are bigger than you. I get it. Not mad. But I just want to prove a point that she clearly told me that I was low value. Clearly told me that I ain't shit. All right. So this is her baby dad right here. So this is her baby dad. You see this guy? This guy is older than I am. This is her baby dad. Okay, if you guys didn't see that, let me replay this. This guy right here. All right. I'm going to help her get some views, so we're going to keep playing this thing. This is the day after Christmas. So this dude's older than I am, but dressed like he's a teenager. See the gold chain? The gold chain, the hoodie, the pre-tour jeans with the designer paint on them. See that? That's a pretty crisp hoodie right there. That's a wedding ring, it looks like. So this is her baby. This man, as you can see, this man right here is high value. This man that you see right here is more valuable than me. This guy right here. Now, I'm not trying to say that this dude's low value, but I'm just saying, if you're going to take shots at me and tell me that I'm low value, like at least at the very most, at least be dating someone or have a kid with someone that's way better looking than me. Because I'm assuming by this hat right here, he's probably bald like I am. Like, he doesn't even have hair on his head. Like, we're equal there. I'm probably taller than this guy. By looking where he's standing, well, he might be taller than me, actually. He looks like he's pretty close to that. That could go either way. It could be the angle. Who knows? Who knows? So this crazy woman in my comments is just, yelling at me about being white and, see, that's what makes me laugh so much about this colorist racism argument. Like, if you have to come in and say something and you literally have to just talk about my race, then you know that whatever you're saying, you're full of shit. And then when you say that you don't want to bring black children into the world and you get with a white man and I am younger, I'm not going to say that I'm like Brad Pitt over here, but I would say that I'm at least better looking than this man. Just even if it's by half a point, I'm still edging this dude out. and I'm in my prime. I'm 31. I'm about to be 32. Like, I'm still on the ups. He's on the downs. Like, I don't know where in this crazy broad's mind she could think that she could come in the comment section talking about how I'm some low value, ain't shit white dude, but then that's her baby dad. Like, I don't get this. Like, this is crazy to me. But, maybe I'm just biased because, she was talking about me specifically. So we're going to go into some more videos because, let's be fair. Let's be fair. So she uploaded this 14 minutes ago. So look at that. She's not bad looking. She's not bad looking. I'd say she's quite good looking. I think she's actually quite cute. If I didn't hear her write stuff in my comment section and I was single and I was walking through the mall or I was at the grocery store or I was, anywhere where she would be at and I seen this girl, I would definitely be thinking about talking to her. Like, she does look a little crazy. I'm not going to say she doesn't, but I do have face tats and I am low quality. So I do like a girl that's a little crazy. I know. I can't help it. Like, she's not bad looking. I really don't think I think she's good looking. I don't know what she's doing with her hair on the front there though, but a little bit of like comb over action. Okay, sorry Hazel. I'm not trying to listen to you. You're not the woman that I'm trying to talk shit about. So, with this one right here, I don't think she's bad looking. Like, I definitely don't think she's bad looking. But she does have a dog, so let's be fair. She's got a white dog, so she's serious about this swirl. She's got a white dog. Couldn't have a black dog. Two, she's got a dog and she's a 40-year-old man. So she's pretty much getting in line to be 40 and single when her old man dies. See, now I get it. I totally get it, guys. So I have a black dog and a brindle dog. So, okay, that makes sense. I get it. Okay, so my dog's black and my other dog's brindle because neither of them are white. That right there shows that I'm low value. See, now what she's saying is making sense. What she's saying to me is now making sense. But, I don't want to, I'm not going to put her kid out there like that because that's not very cool. But, she's not bad looking. I don't know what she's doing with this, like devil lock in the front of her hair. That's a punk thing. I don't know why you've got this devil lock thing going on right here. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, maybe a woman knows why she's doing that. I don't have hair, so I couldn't tell you. I'll be fair about that. Like, I've been losing my hair since 18, so I'm not hip to the new trend, but I don't know. But I really wish that I had the comments from the other crazy women that were in my comment section because some of these comments, guys, are just great. Like, they just great. But when you come out here and take your whole day, like when you think out, I'm so angry, I'm going to come in your comment section and say, hey, you got face tats, and think that you're getting somewhere. Like, I don't know. Like, that's like me going to her comment section saying, yeah, you're alive. Ha ha. Like, it's pointless. It's a pointless thing. Like, some of these women literally like say the stupidest shit, and then they are so proud. Like, they are so proud that they like expect an award or a medal. I know this woman's not that interesting. I know she's not that interesting. I know. I'm actually getting bored of roasting her myself, but And this is a light roast. It's not even like a dark roast, but I just find it amusing though that people, oh, okay, so here's another broad. All right. So I got a woman in my comment section. I'm assuming it's a woman because not like it could be a man. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to misgender anybody. But there's a woman in my comment sections right here telling me about how that I don't know anything about gender or science or biology, that gender is like literally gender's not two. There's more than two genders. Like I've got people that like literally, if you look at, I don't know if you guys can read this on my screen. Here, let me put this on the screen. Like I literally have women or men, I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman, let's be fair, that are in my comment section writing me for hours, my guys, for hours about stupid shit. So this was like 3 weeks ago. I have a person in my comments, sleep talking, says, "Hello." She says we have the right not to like men, but yet defines herself as bisexual. I said, yeah, that's the problem these days. Not much logic, and a lot of women can do and say stuff like this, and no one points it out. So then this like comment warrior, white knight, gender philosophy major comes in here and tells me there is not only men and women, you know. It's my transgender voice. I said, there's not. It's called science. But as you can see, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We had 19 comments. We had 19 comments on this thread about gender. Literally 19 comments about how there's not two genders. There's more than two genders. My phone keeps going off and it's irritating me. So I'm going to bring up this other story because I find this story right here. Let me look up this story. Let me log into my Patreon real quick so I can pull up the story. So on top of this, hey, let's talk about women because, you know, that's like my bread and butter these days. We're going to talk about this. I'm going to read this article. This article has to do with a gay pastor, which is very weird. Oh, she's not. She's a bisexual pastor. My bad. I don't want to, get hate speech. All right. So now tell me if you guys find this to be somewhat interesting, because I find this to be quite odd. Like, not really odd, but I find it like specifically, if you look at the Bible, it says that women are not supposed to teach the Bible. So like they're not supposed to teach the word. So it's kind of a thing. Okay. So let's share the screen, guys. Let's share the screen. Okay. So this right here is a woman who was a bisexual. She was a female pastor, and she was preaching the word of God. So meet Nicole Michelle, turned an OnlyFans porn star. Okay. Pastor turned OnlyFans porn star says her dreams have come true in an emotional end-of-year Instagram post. Michelle says ditching her pastor robes in favor of nothing at all has brought her fame and fortune. Nicole at Orange County, California, pastor turned bisexual stripper, has proudly proclaimed in a year's ending Instagram post that in 2020 her dreams came true. You don't owe anyone your old self. You're allowed to reinvent yourself as many times as you need. This is your life. Do with it what you want. And I just want you guys to know, in the Satanic Bible, in the book, what's it called? I used to know this all the time. The book, The Rule of Law. The Rule of Law book, which is a satanic book written by Aleister Crowley, is where the term "do what thou wilt" comes from. So "do what thou wilt" sounds a lot like "do with it what you want." Just saying. Not what others expect you to do. Growing up in a military family, Nicole Mitchell's family life was rigid and very religious, with visits to the local Baptist church every Sunday. So it was hardly surprising that when she decided to go to the University of Cedarville, Ohio, and study Bible studies, here's a video of a sermon she gave at the Woodland Hills Church on July 1st, 2017. Now she claims to be making over $100,000 a month on OnlyFans. $100,000 a month. One-time Pastor Michelle has been busy on late stripping and performing sexual explicit content on her thriving online OnlyFans page. In the post, she wrapped up another TV segment on Fox with an awe of all the dreams that have come true this year. Okay, so made it clear that her pastor was nothing compared with the celebrity. Nicole made clear that being a pastor was nothing compared with the celebrity brought on by throwing caution to the wind and her clothes out the window and becoming a stripper, being reached out by celebrities and stars who want to contact and collab, making more money in a month than I used to make in a year, meeting the most amazing humans. Okay, so this right here is what you call selling yourself out. This right here is exactly what selling your soul is. This is exactly what selling yourself out is. So there's a nice little picture of her. I would visit all the time and found out it was welcoming. She said it was the first church I visited, blah, 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 blah. I don't really care about her church crap. But as you can see, and even in this article, they have her Instagram, her Twitter, and her OnlyFans page. But this is a woman that believed in God, that was preaching the word, and she decided to become a stripper, and now she is telling people that's a great idea. So, what do you guys think about that? About that article about a woman deciding to become bisexual stripper, and then stripping for OnlyFans, and now she's she's happier being naked, happier being on OnlyFans, happier that celebrities are reaching out to her than preaching the word. How does that make you guys feel? Because I think that that's kind of weird. Not really. I don't think it's weird. I just it goes to show. It goes to show what's going on these days. That these women are literally just doing whatever makes money and then promoting it to other people. Like the fact that that a pastor goes from a female pastor going from being a pastor to OnlyFans star, and that becoming a news article. That just shows you the debauchery of society. That this woman, like, they called her a OnlyFans porn star, so I'm not sure if she's doing actual like bagging on her OnlyFans page. I'm not sure. It could be true. It could not be true. It could just be the way they've written it. But she's selling adult content on OnlyFans and making 100K in her 30s. She's in her 30s. She is in her 30s making 100K a month, and they're writing an article about it. Also, so this right here is also some debauchery that was this right here is some debauchery that I just seen today before we came on this live stream. Here, let me read. Yeah, okay. So you guys can't hear this because I'm not getting hit. I'm not getting hit for this. Can you guys hear that? Can you hear that playing in the background? Can you guys hear anything playing, or can you just hear me talking? Because I'm about to play a music video, and I don't want there to be any sound from this music video, because I'm not trying to get taken down. But no, you guys can't hear it? All right, so you guys tell me what you guys think about this song. I know you guys can't hear it, but I want you guys to just tell me what you think about the pictures. Like, this song came out December 18th. It's got 1 million views. Yeah, did you guys see that video? Like, did you guys watch that video? That video is literally the name of that song is Slut. That's the title of the song. The chorus of this, the chorus of the song is literally "Don't hit my line unless you're ready to fuck," is the chorus to this line. Like, we thought that Cardi B's song was bad. This song is even worse. Like, it gets worse. This song actually gets worse than WAP. Like what are we gonna do, guys? Are we just gonna walk? Are we just gonna leave society? Yeah, it's always that media is portraying them badly, but I'm sorry to tell you, but I don't know if this woman writes her own songs, but if she does, then like I don't know how the media portrayed that. Like, is there just no hope left? Is 2021 just gonna be like even worse? It is quite extra. It is definitely quite extra. It's so extra that like my breath is fresh. It's so extra. But I won't be hitting that line either. I honestly think that the gender war, like I feel men have lost it. Like I think it's over. Like we've lost too much footing. I think we're going to be able to slow it down with men going their own way, but I do not think that we'll end up winning it unless there's like catastrophe. But I think 2021 is going to get even worse. I think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to get worse. I don't think that there's absolutely anything that's going to make it better. Like, yeah, 2020 was just the preview. 21 is going to be off the chain. It is going to be ridiculous. Like, here, I'm going to drop the stream. You guys come up here and tell me what you guys think. Like, what are your guys' predictions for this year? Because I don't see it being any good. I don't see this stuff going well. For the people that are just now coming in, I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys this video. So as you guys can see, there's a Cash App advertisement in this little still. Varsity Sluts. The song's name is Slut. Her name is PP Cocaine is her name. That's the artist's name. I know you guys can't hear the music. This like like dude, don't get me wrong. Cardi B's had way better production value. The music video was way better. This song is like so bad. It's so bad. Like I have to get the lyrics so you guys can so I can read it because I can't let you listen to it. Okay. So oh god, I'm gonna feel super gay reading this. So it says Grizzly, what you cooking up? Hello. BB Bankroll, got it. Slut, what's up? Don't bang my line till you know you wanna fuck. Girls, shake that ass. Fuck this whole club up. Wanna grab some ass? Let me feel on your butt. Slut, what's up? If you ain't shaking ass, then leave, ho. Drop it to the floor, or drop it to the floor. Bring your knees low. Mama ate her Wheaties. Make her ass grow. She's shaking ass for the team, the whole team. She the whole show. Making her pop, lock and drop it. Shake her ass in a bonnet. In her blanket, I deposit. Shaking ass, all for profit. Nice and easy, little mama. I ain't coming for drama. She gonna cry and tell her mama, I'm just fucking up some commas. Like, that's the song. Like, that is like this is music. Like, this is literally like this is music. This is music in 20, like, this was released on December 18th. So this is what, like, God, I don't even want to know like what the City Girls have coming down the pipe. I don't like Megan Thee Stallion. I don't want to know Cardi B. Whatever they're going to be dropping this summer is going to be retarded. It's going to be absolutely retarded. Like, any of the women that are in here, what do you guys think about this? Like, anyone that wants to come up here and discuss this, any of the things that we just talked about. Oh, okay, there's Blake, of course. God, you got that creeper stash going.
It's fucking great, dude. Look at it. It's glorious.
Oh yeah. You had your hand was over it, so it looked like you had a porn stash.
What you're talking about, the gender war, and we're going to lose in 2021. What are the battle lines that you think the gender war is being drawn on?
I don't think that we're going to lose in 2021. I think the loss is going to be, I think, by men going their own way, things are going to slow down, especially with COVID. If they keep doing lockdowns this year, which I personally don't think they're going to be able to get away with in America, but that's just me. But if these things keep happening, it's going to slow down the gender war. But I feel like we've already lost enough ground. Like, we've already given so many privileges to women and the system that it's not in either of their interests to ever change those things. So I don't see it. I don't see us ever getting like mandatory 50-50 custody. I don't see, when children are born, mandatory paternity tests. I don't see false allegations, women getting charged for false allegations. I don't think any of this stuff's going to happen. I don't think paternity fraud is going to get prosecuted. Like, I don't see any of these things changing. That's why I find that we've already lost the war.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of been coming to a head for, probably the last 40 years. But I mean, the government is really siding with women, and I don't necessarily.
Okay, that wasn't me. That was him. Going artist, what do you think? Come on up here. Come on up here, guys. That was you.
I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to get the internet before I create my 1 million subscriber YouTube channel. But anyway, yeah, I mean, the government sides with the majority, and women happen to be the majority, and they use government services. So I don't really even see it as a gender war. It's more the citizens of the United States that are, aware of the influence of the government versus them. I think the United States is on a path that we're probably not going to be able to course correct until it just crashes.
Yeah, that's probably true. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, if men were cooperative and communicated and all these things instead of competitive, I think that we could course correct it real quick. The problem is men pander to women, and we see each other as enemies rather than allies, along these kinds of issues. I mean, when you're in the club and you see a bunch of thoughts and women twerking and stuff like that, maybe half the guys say, they're fucking worthless, but the other half of them will go call up next to them, even though they know they're pieces of shit, and they'll sleep with them and they'll make more babies, and the child support and child custody court and all that kind of stuff will continue on, and nobody will be the wiser when they're going into it. But on the other side of it, they go, what the fuck happened? And then they take the red pill. And every generation, there's a new crop of men that are raised by women that don't know what the game is and don't know how bad they can get hurt, and it just perpetuates.
Well, I think that now that we have this manosphere, I think that more young men are going to wake up. I think that more men are going to be waking up and slow rolling that. One of the stats that Kevin Samuels puts out a lot that I don't know what. Jesus, dude, get some freaking internet, bro. Like, get some internet, bro. Like, that's all you gotta do. Just get some Wi-Fi. Just upgrade your package. Just a couple dollars extra a month. That's all you gotta do. But like I was saying, I think that like Kevin's. I don't know. I have to look into it. I don't know what the what group, like, I don't know the percentage of white guys that are in the middle class or single or childless. I'm not sure. I listened to Kevin Samuels say that 51% of black men are childless and 64% of them are in the middle class. So with
my phone gets a lot better reception than my computer does.
Yeah, upgrade your Wi-Fi.
But anyway, yeah, I don't have many options here, unfortunately. And I always run out of my data like 20 days into a month, and I'm coming up on it resetting again. It resets on the 10th. But anyway, yeah, I mean, the manosphere is good, and you were bringing up Kevin Samuels and something that he was a statistic or something.
Yeah,
what was that?
I'm not exactly sure what the numbers are in the white community. I'd have to go investigate that myself. But I know in the black community, 51% of black men are single without children, and 64% of black males are in the middle class. So, granted, blacks make up 13% of the population, and black males probably make up about 5 or 6% of the population. But still, to have that high of percentage in a group is a plus. Like, it's a win. Like, I need to find out what it is for white folks, but I'm assuming overall with men, it's moving that way.
I would venture to say that those numbers are lower for white men, meaning that more white men have kids, just because abortion rates probably aren't as high in. I sold something on eBay. Abortion rates aren't as high in the white community, and there's probably a whole lot less knowledge as far as like STDs and stuff and awareness goes in like white communities. So, I would say black people probably screw a lot, but they probably do more so with condoms. And, obviously the abortion rates are a lot higher. So I would say that more men in the white community have children than do black men. But then again, the black men that probably have children probably have a lot more than, the average of white men that have children. You might see a black man that has, an average of 3.2, where, the average white guy has 2.4 or something like that.
Yeah, I can't extrapolate that far out. I couldn't tell you that. But I just Googled St. George News census reveals percentage of U.S. men who are fathers. Fathers in the U.S. tend to be better educated than men without children. Okay, so I feel like this is some selling. It found out that more than 60% of the 121 million adult men in the U.S. were fathers. About 3/4 of fathers were married. Almost 13% of dads were divorced, and 8% were never married. Just under the quarter. Let's break this. Let's see if we get this broken down by race. About 61.6% of men age 15 and over are fathers. And out of those,
That's pretty high.
Yeah, but that's overall. That's including all the groups together.
Right. So black men come in on the low side of that number. See, like the Mexican community has been growing over the last, 20, 30 years, and they don't believe in abortion at all. And they definitely believe in marriage. I mean, it's like a travesty if a girl gets pregnant outside of wedlock for a lot of the immigrant community, especially first generation. And, you know, they're having a lot of kids. That's just the way it is. They would probably come in on that number, what, maybe 75, 70, 75, somewhere around in there. Whites are probably just average. They're probably hugging the line.
Okay, so this is Child Trends is the website. It says trends in the racial and ethnic composition of the U.S. child population. Now it says 2000, 2010, and 2020, or 2010 and 2020. White non-Hispanic men was at 61% in 2000.
Bam.
It's at 54% in 2010. It's at 50% in 2020. And then it says black non-Hispanic. Okay, so this is pretty much all Hispanics. Like this stat is literally just all Hispanics. So like I don't know. I'm gonna end up having to do more research on this.
That always confused me, though. It's funny when they cite crime statistics. For some reason, in the mainframe of any FBI crime statistic, it'll show white, and then to the right, it breaks white down into white, Hispanic, and white non-Hispanic. That always confuses people. They look at crime statistics and they go, "Holy shit!" It's vastly different. I don't know why they separate them in one side. They should just separate them all the time if they consider them a different group, but it doesn't really matter. No, I mean, when you talk about the gender war, like MGTOW is a good thing. I mean, I'm glad that men are, becoming aware of the pitfalls of playing the game that government wants us to play or forces us to play. But it's about 20 years too late, I think. I mean, with this forgiving college loan debt, well, that's because of women. Women go to college and then they decide they want to have kids, or they drop out early because they got pregnant or whatever, and they're not using their college degrees, and the college degrees that they get are on the low end, and they can't make their student loan payments, and they want to stay home, and they want to get married, and they have 2 or 3 kids in the first 10 years after they get out of college, and they want to bitch to the government about us not being able to pay back our loans. Now 60% of college enrollment is women. So that's going to keep going, and that's going to keep going, and there's going to be more social welfare programs, and child support payments are going to go up. I saw Tom Cotton, my senator from Arkansas, proposed mandatory work programs for unemployed men that owe child support. Apparently, you can't do your own thing in cash anymore. They're going to make you come in and do mandatory work programs. But he also advocated for child support payments to go up. And of course, there was no mention of custody or anything like that. I mean, it's a rolling stone, and it's on a big damn hill. It's going to keep getting worse. There's going to be a huge economic reset in like probably the next couple of years. And I don't mean reset like they're talking about the Great Reset. I mean, it's going to be a fucking disaster. They could avert it, I suppose, if we got into a couple hot wars with like Syria and maybe Egypt or something like that, someplace that had strategic value.
So okay. So Cotton introduces bill to increase child support payments, December 10th, 2020. Senator Tom Cotton introduced Child Support Works Act bill that would increase child support payments to custodial parents and children. The Child Support Works Act allowed state child support agencies to be reimbursed for operating mandatory work programs for non-custodial parents. These programs have proven effective at helping non-custodial parents develop positive work ethic and fulfill the requirements of their child support orders. Bill text may be found here. This bill is supported by the National Support of Child Enforcement Association. Fathers have an obligation to take care of their children, and child support orders can help parents fulfill this obligation by requiring them to work. This bill would provide additional resources to state child support agencies so they can help parents get back on their feet and provide for their family, said Cotton. Background. Child support enforcement is one of the most effective anti-poverty programs in the country, lifting more than 1 million families over the poverty line each year. However, apparently 1/4 of child support cases aren't paid, only because the non-custodial parent doesn't have a job. At least 30 states and the District of Columbia operate some form of program to help or require non-custodial parents to find work that they are underemployed, unemployed, or delinquent on their child support order. These programs have proven effective at increasing child support payments and employment among non-custodial parents. Court order programs have been proven especially effective. The federal government partially reimburses states for expenses they incur, though through child support enforcement programs. But currently, child support work programs are not eligible for reimbursement. The Child Support Work Act allows states to be reimbursed at the normal 66% matching rate for the expenditures of the mandatory work programs for non-custodial parents who have underemployment, unemployment, or behind on their child support.
Do you notice the language in that? It said fathers. Now that's a bill drafted by a U.S. senator on a federal level, and it said fathers. It didn't say parents. It said fathers. What a fucking joke. Even they know it, but people deny it. They'll say, fathers pay, all this money in child support. Well, women pay too. Yeah, no, they don't. No, they don't.
I actually looked
so
up
mandatory work programs. What do you think about that?
Send me to jail.
My child support case, I've been behind by like $1,200 or $1,000 for like the past year, but I haven't fallen any farther behind. And anyway, I've been making the payments and stuff, and I got a new judge over my case back in November, and they sent out a letter saying that they were going to suspend my driver's license if I didn't make a lump sum payment and start paying like regularly. It's so I work for cash and I do my own thing outside of the tax scheme, and I'm making the payments, and now they're going to suspend my driver's license after paying $34,000, but I'm behind by $1,000 or $1,200 or whatever. Makes a lot of sense. But
well, when it comes to my son, child support owes me money. I've overpaid, and like, yeah,
there is no such thing. So how did you overpay?
Oh, they fucked up the calculation of my child support, and they were overcharging me.
They did that to me for a while. So mine was on a weekly. The order was weekly, right? But they only take out by like monthly when I was working a steady job. And so they kept taking money out. And then they would say that I was behind, because when they would calculate it by the weeks or the months, sometimes like I got paid bi-weekly. So the money that I owed would show that I was behind sometimes. It was a fuck up in their system, and I don't know how it even happened. But anyways, so then they would start garnishing another 20% out of my check. And when I would finally realize it, I would tell them, hey, stop doing this. And they would say, okay, well, we'll stop. So I said, well, I've overpaid by like $140. I want my money back. You guys don't need to keep that. And she goes, well, you have to put it in writing, and you got to get it notarized, and that you want your money refunded, and you have to send it into our office, and then we have to process it. and then we have to cut you a check. It took like a month to get $140 back, and I had to. It was so stupid. Like the child support system is fucked up on every single level there possibly is.
So they told me that they won't give me my money back.
They did. You can get it
Yeah,
back. You just have to go through. You have to go cross the Silk Road to fucking get it.
Yeah, they told me that they weren't going to give it back to me. So
you can get it.
So I was over like $500. I was over $500, and when I was over it, they told me that like I made them aware that they were overcharging me, and they fixed it. They corrected my child support order, but then they took out like $200 some from the overpay as administrative fees.
What?
Yeah, they charged me like 200.
Is that like your national or your annual service fees or whatever that the fucking office charges you? They just charged me my annual service fees on my case too, but it wasn't anywhere near $270 some.
Well, it's supposed to be like 2 or 3% of like the money they take in, but like for some reason they just hit me for $300 or $200 some right then and there, and I'm like, for what? Like for what?
Don't ask that question. It'll piss them off. They hate to explain themselves.
Oh, dude, I've cussed out child support so many times.
I called down there when I got that letter. I called down to the office, and you know, I hate to say it, but there's a lot of angry black women that work there, and so I get my caseworker on the phone, and she says, well, you're behind on. I said, I got this letter, and I need to figure out how I need to, you know, not get my driver's license suspended. And she goes, well, you're behind. And I said, well, I've been behind for like a year. I said, why all of a sudden now are you going to suspend my driver's license? I haven't fallen any farther behind, and I've been making payments. She goes, well, you're not making payments, you know, like you're supposed to be every week. And I said, well, I pay $300 here, and I pay $450 there, and $100 here. And she goes, well, how come you're not working? And I said, I am working. I work once every 3 weeks down at the train yard down there in Little Rock, unloading ethanol tankers. And she goes, well, that's your only job? And I said, yeah, that's my only job. And she goes, well, where else do you get money? And I didn't say anything. I didn't answer a question. I said, I just need to know how to avoid getting my driver's license suspended. And she goes, well, where are you getting your money from? And she just kept on, and I wouldn't answer her. Dude, she got so pissed. It's like, this is not an interrogation. I'm not under oath. I'm not sitting on the fucking stand. I got a couple questions. Just answer them, bitch. They do that shit all the fucking time. They want to guilt trip you. I'm like, look, my kid goes on like 8 vacations a year. She's got an Xbox. She's got a fucking Nintendo Switch. She's got brand name clothes. They got 2 brand new vehicles. She's got a stepdaddy living in the house. Like, what the fuck do you want from me? Does this even matter? Can we? Oh, Jesus Christ. Makes you want to go down there and just blast him in the face.
I had people at CPS tell me that it was my responsibility if my kid's mom lost her place that I had to pay for her apartment.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
They told me I was going to ask for a review so I could get my child support lowered. And I did it last year, and it took 2.5 months from the time I requested the review to the time that I actually got the hearing. And of course, you're paying the same rate, you know, while you're waiting. So there's no relief, like if you lose your job or something. Anyway, I asked them to get another review again this year, and she goes, well, you can ask for one, but you're probably not going to get one anytime soon. And I said, well, what do you mean by that? Like another 2.5 months, like it was like last year? And she goes, no, we have a big backlog. And I said, well, when I do get my hearing, and you guys find out that I'm going to be owing less child support, is it going to be prorated back to the time that I requested it? Like, you know, if you pay $104 a week and you get a hearing 4 months later and they lower it to $70 a week, let's say, are you going to get credit for that extra money that you paid in? And she said, no, we don't do that. It's only from the time of the hearing on. And I'm like, all they do is they make you fill out some paperwork, and then they look at your income on a chart and they apply it. That's all they do. Why do we need a hearing? And why do we need to wait 4 months when it would take somebody about 5 fucking minutes to figure this shit out? That's all they do. They don't.
It's not about making it easier for you, my dude. It's about taking your money.
Oh, I know. I mean, me and you know the answers to these questions, but it's so fucking obvious and so blatant. Like, you got to take a day off of work. You got to go into court. You got to sit there. You got to pay $85 court costs.
It's because they want you right here.
Yeah, yeah. It's not even efficient as far as the taxpayers are concerned. Like, I wish people gave a shit about this kind of stuff, but they don't. Because it's fathers. Because men can just take it, you know. Fuck men.
Yeah.
If we all just went out and filed like 1099s and stopped paying taxes, or just everybody took like the week off work, you know, we all came down with the COVID, you know, and all the energy people and all the pipeliners and all the plumbers and all the fucking electricians and everything like that just decided we could need like a national spokesman. Maybe that's what Trump can do after he gets out of office. Maybe he can just be our mouthpiece and he can do like rallies for all the guys everywhere, all across country. Bro, that's a fucking great idea.
He's not getting out of office, my dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's not.
Yes, he is. I mean, I don't want him to go, but I don't see how he could. I don't see how he could possibly win.
He's not.
So how do you think, this is off subject, but well, I mean, Trump is a man. So how do you think he's going to beat Kamala? How do you think he's going to stay in office?
He's going to stay in office because most of the states that are contested did not follow their own laws of their constitution. Most of the rules of the election that were changed was done by judges and by the governor. So them themselves are not constitutional elections. So with them not being constitutional elections, they're going to have to throw out those electors. Most of the states are Republican houses. So
I know that Pennsylvania was like that. I know that story, but I don't know that story as it applies to any other state necessarily.
Well, same thing with Georgia. If you look at Georgia, the governor and the governor got money from Dominion. He got money. He got kickbacks from Dominion. There's all sorts of shenanigans that are going on with the election. And that's why.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I agree. The thing that I don't get is, like, Biden is not fit even to be president. I don't even know how the fuck people even voted for him to begin with. I mean, and Kamala Harris was the least popular. Like, I think she was 8th or something out of the Democratic nominees. Like, there's no way that he could even fucking be president. Like, people sit there and listen to his speeches and stuff. I don't know how people even voted for him. You would think that there would be a catch somewhere to say, look, this bitch's fucking egg has been cooked too long, and you know he's got a little crispy fried ends up there in his cabeza or something. Like he can't be president. I mean, they gave Trump all sorts of shit for, you know, I guess it was about 6 months or something about how he's crazy and he's slurring his speech. Like, dude, Joe Biden is fucking gone. And this isn't even because he's a Democrat. Like, objectively, the dude is fucking. He's lost it. You would think that there would be some kind of way that they could just say, "Hey, look, you're not able to be president, so fucking hit the road, Jack."
So, what, like, so if you follow what's going on, you would clearly see that people, if you believe what is speculated, people didn't vote for him. And that's how he, quote unquote, won. And 2, they really don't care if he makes it or is fit because they want to use his carcass to get people into you know.
Yeah, I'm just talking about an American public perspective. I mean, we could talk about the media, we could talk about, voter fraud, we could talk about all that stuff. But I mean, even just as a run of the mill vanilla Democrat voter, like, how could you even be okay with it? You probably didn't like Kamala Harris, and how is this guy taking office? It doesn't.
So a lot of the people that I know that voted for Biden, they just didn't like Trump, and they believed all the bullshit that the media said about Trump. Like that's
Right.
like guys I work with that voted for like literally one of my foremans told me the reason he voted for Biden was because he wanted his taxes to go down.
Really? That's
Yeah.
yeah. I bet that's gonna happen.
Makes sense, right?
Well, the strange thing about all that stuff was when they were doing the Democratic caucuses, they started in Iowa. Like, Biden finished fourth, I think, and then they went to New Hampshire, and he either finished third or fourth again. And I'm like, and then all of a sudden he like won every fucking state after that. Like, how did that happen? The corrupt DNC that fixes shit against Bernie Sanders and all this stuff. It just so happens that the dirtiest one of the bunch and the biggest name recognition all of a sudden just ran fucking every state after that. Lost Iowa, lost New Hampshire. Looking like a disgraced candidate that's about to fall out, and all of a sudden he just rises through the fucking stratosphere. Yeah, don't tell me they didn't fucking rig those either. The black vote. He got the black vote. The black vote's 13% of the population. Don't tell me they're like Joe Biden. He's not fucking Barack Obama.
Yeah, that's true. He's not Barack Obama. Barack Obama was charismatic.
Yeah, Joe Biden is not.
He's as charismatic as like some oranges that sat out in the sun for too long.
He's got that quality of like a grandpa or something that is just kind of like angry and bitter and just shucks corn on the back porch all day. And every once in a while, he might say something that, makes you feel a little bit better. He just, I don't get it. I mean, obviously, I'm completely with you. There was probably masses of voter fraud all over the place, not only in the general election, but obviously in the Democratic primary as well. Like, if you're just a semi-sane individual, and it doesn't matter what party you're with, you look at it and go, something's not right here. And I'm not even talking about just the general election. Like I say, the Democratic primaries were so outlandish. It's like Rocky times fucking 50.
Oh, I agree. But I'm about to get off here, guys. I have to eat and get ready for work in the morning. I didn't really have like a solid topic that was for an hour. I just had some stuff to do a live stream, let you guys see my face and laugh at the lady in the thumbnail.
Hey, but you should eat some couscous with onions and jalapenos. It'll help you grow a nice facial hair patch like I got here.
I don't know if I would really want to eat couscous right now. Like, I have a bunch of spaghetti that I made the other day that it's like already in there, and I just have to heat it up, and it's good to go. Couscous would be actually working, and I don't want to do all that.
Mine's instant. But hey, man, it was nice talking to you. Thanks for letting me on. Have a good night.
All right, guys. So this wasn't a super crazy stream. This literally was just, show my face, have some laughs, show you guys a couple good articles, have a little chat with you guys. But as always, guys, you guys can email me any stories or any topics that you guys want to discuss at Savage Road Recovery. Go follow me on IG. You can see my photography there. I do have a Patreon. I think in my Patreon, I'm going to start doing what stocks I'm investing in. I currently am invested in a stock called Sundial Growers Inc., and it's actually about to pop. If you guys are in the market, it's at like 55 cents. It's going to hit over $1 in the next few days, next few weeks. It's definitely going to double up. You guys can also find me on Parler, Twitter. My link, all my stuff is linked down in the bottom. If you guys like to support the work, you could hit the like button, share the videos, hit the Cash App, the PayPal. I appreciate you guys very much. I'm going to start trying to post every single day. I do have a lot of business I have to be taking care of outside of YouTube, so I will have less time. So if you guys could send me topics, articles, anything that you guys want to discuss, it would make it much easier for content, and I could stay on a more constant basis. But as always, guys,